look at you or do I look at the camera? I guess I look at you, right?
Yeah,
I'm
you can look at me.
Story. Okay. So I'm 10 years old, and I'm standing around a bunch of adults who are rushing around me, and I'm just waiting because I have this task that I'm about to do. And I've been told that I'm going to hand flowers to President Bill Clinton in this ceremony. And so I'm sitting there in my suit and Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck tie, and I've been removed from my grandpa and my brother, and I'm in Nettuno, Italy, in this cemetery, this Italian-American cemetery, and it's the commemoration of the Anzio beachhead invasion. And so they've told me that I'm supposed to go. I'm supposed to hand flowers to the president. That's all I know so far. I'm just waiting around. Everybody's rushing around. And next thing, this person comes up to me, and there's this liaison from the White House, and she says, all right, here's these flowers. What you're going to do, you're going to go out here, and you're going to meet President Clinton down the white row of crosses. You're going to hand him the flowers. You're going to walk back to the grave of unknown soldiers. There's going to be Senators Claiborne Pell, Ernest Hollings, Daniel Inouye, and Bob Dole. He's going to hand a flower to each one. He's going to hand one back to you. You're going to have a moment of silence, place it on the grave. Go, go! And they just hand it to me. And I'm, like, terrified. And so they just, hand it to me. And I just, like, walk out there, and I'm, walking along. There's all these, the rows of white crosses. And I'm just going through, and there's Slick Willie, and we're looking at each other. And he's walking down toward me, and I'm looking at him. He's looking at me. And the place is lined with freaking paparazzi, like 1 million camera clicks per second all over the place, and it's just me and him. That's the only thing in the world. So I go up to him and I hand him the flower and shake his hand, and he says, "How you doing, son?" And and then we walk back to the grave, and there's these senators. He hands a flower to each one of them, and I look up at him, and I'm waiting for him to hand me my flower because that's the job. This is what we agreed upon, right? And so he doesn't, but he keeps 2 flowers. And so I'm sitting here looking up at him, waiting for him to hand me the flowers. But they go and they have their moment of silence, and then they lay the flowers down, and we leave. And I'm sitting here like, man, you broke the protocol. This was the plan. They told me, I'm 10 years old. You stick with the plan. So fast forward a couple months later, and my parents, I ended up being on the front page of the New York Times, and it's this picture of this little boy looking up admiringly at Bill Clinton because he's just so awed, and while Bill Clinton and these other senators have this moment of silence at the grave of the unknown soldier, when really, I wasn't in awe at all. I was just waiting for him handing my freaking flower. And that's the end of the story.